Let's be honest, seeing a headline about a bank getting fined these days is, well, it's almost boring. We hear about it every other month. It makes you wonder, is the government just getting tougher? Or are the banks really this bad at watching our money? Look, as an insider, I can tell you, it's usually not a Hollywood-style conspiracy. It's often just human error, or a team that's do things careless. But as a customer or investor, are we actually protected? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how one of the biggest banks in the world, JP Morgan, forgot to watch billions of trades. Next, Eric will bring you a look behind the curtain.
Ever wonder what really happens behind the scenes? At a massive global investment bank, most people assume it's all high-tech genius and complex algorithms. But the truth? It's often much simpler and a lot more human. Sometimes, it's as basic as just forgetting to turn a switch on. A massive data failure at JP Morgan just recently revealed how billions of trades essentially disappeared into a black hole for years. Today, we're breaking down the global and APAC scandals that changed the rules of the game for everyone involved. This specific case is what we in the industry call a classic incomplete data trap. You see, modern banks rely on surveillance engines to spot suspicious trades. But as the saying goes, rubbish in, rubbish out. If you don't feed that machine the right data, it simply cannot protect you or the market. On one US exchange, JP Morgan failed to capture over 99% of order messages for 7 years. They wrongly assumed the data feed was automatically working. For nearly a decade, billions of trades were flying through the system, without anyone watching. It is a very common mistake in a bank. Someone forgets to turn something on, or someone someday turns something off by mistake. Regulators were shocked that they didn't even know their data feed system were off for such a long time. Now let's bring this over to APAC. In late 2024, the Monetary Authority of Singapore handed JP Morgan a 2.4 million Singapore dollars penalty. This time, it wasn't a computer glitch. It was a breakdown in how the bank manages its people. Several relationship managers were found to be overcharging their private banking clients on bond trades. Because bond prices aren't always public, those clients had to rely entirely on what the managers said for the spread, which means there is the extra fee they were paying. Unfortunately, the bank failed to detect that. These managers were charging higher fees than agreed. JP Morgan has since refunded that money. But it highlights a massive gap in how banks monitor these private, over-the-counter trades. To fix this, JP Morgan was mandated to retain an independent third party to conduct a comprehensive trade surveillance program review. Basically, an outside expert is now looking under the hood to ensure this never happens again. In Singapore, the bank had to undergo a comprehensive update to its pricing transparency and trade governance framework. This ensures their managers cannot deviate from the rates agreed with clients, making the whole process much fairer. No system is perfect, not even at a bank giant like JP Morgan. For us, it's a reminder to look deeper than the flashy headlines. If you liked this video, hit like and subscribe to Unlock AML for more. I'll see you next time.